Hey everyone, today I have a little blue-white control for you. I've got the arena qualifier in a few hours, debating whether to play some stock Vivi deck, even though I don't have any reps with the deck, kind of just play the best deck, or still try and make blue-white control work. This is a list that was inspired by Neo Silencer, shared the list. He had a couple Ugins, a second Candy Trail, no stock up. But yeah, the idea is that stock up is a little too slow for standard, and I somewhat agree. Ugin's been good too. I've played some matches with the deck already, so I'm gonna go over the list, over the cards I'm not too sure about, over the sideboard plan, and then I'll play a few matches. So, cutting most of the stock ups made room for the full set of 3 steps ahead. You've got the 4 non-warlies. 4 seam reps, I think, pretty important right now to not fall behind against most of the aggressive decks. Gets rid of Cauldron, gets rid of, most decks, most of the good decks are, um, blue black, blue reds, mono reds. So seam reps good there. Even against blue black, getting rid of literally any creature, Spyglass Siren can slow down Kaido, etc. So that can be nice. For Get Lost, Necessary Evil. 2 main deck, Rest in Peace. I think that card's really good against blue red in game 1. So you could play, I think you should play at least 1. I'm playing 2 right now. Could be like, you could switch them to the sideboard. 4 can solve the star charts. The card's really good. Free Day of the Judgment, no Ultima. Neo Silencers list had an Ultima in the main deck. I think I'd rather just have the sweeper, the cheaper one, and still have one in the sideboard for the artifact decks. It's a kind of a nice I-win card to have access to in the 75. And Ugin kind of helps a bit against artifact. At least it gives you an answer to the engines and whatnot, so it can help you win the game. I don't expect that deck to be super popular, but you do find it on the ladder anyways. And then WinCon, couple SPS, Meringue, and the Fountain Ports is usually enough, especially with the Ugin now. 27 lands. I think this is the exact mana base I was playing in my blue-white list. I think maybe I had 6 islands, 4 plains, but this list has Innocence in the sideboard, the white one. So yeah. So yeah, as far as the flex slots go, think Candy Trail is flex. Think, force 3 steps ahead, force Seam Rape, force Get Lost, the Rest in Peace, the Essence Scatter. The tome's been pretty solid, but you could consider it flex, stock up, River Regent, even Day of Judgment. Like lots of these cards are, I don't. One card I don't think makes a ton of sense right now is the white, the Avatar. Like when I think the Overlord, because the making 2/2/1s on turn 4 against blue red's not really gonna save you. The bodies are not gonna do that much besides chum block. Same against the green decks playing Ouroboros. It's just a tiny speed bump. Against mono red, it depends on the game. Maybe the game gets a little grindy, but they even have the dragon now that pinks creature, so bad there. And where it shined is blue black. Blue black, it dodges spell pierce. I don't know exactly which counters they're gonna run, but it's definitely decent against blue black. But that's about it. And you could maybe have some in the sideboard if you expect a lot of blue black. Not the worst card, but not the greatest. And base could be a main deck card as well. So yeah, you can check out. I'll put the link maybe to my last blue-white video in the description, and if you want to check it out to see the differences. So the sideboard plan against a lot of decks is going to be Voice of Victory plus Enduring Innocence. I had Voice of Victory and the blue Enduring Curiosity. I'm trying out Innocence. I think Innocence might actually be better. It's a little cheaper. It's nice to go Voice into Enduring Innocence. The lifelink, the blocker is nice. But yeah, the big thing is a little cheaper. Double white on turn 3 is a little borderline. I think we have 17 sources of white. On tap counts. It counts Demolition Field as a white source, I think. So 17 is like one less than one you would want. It's kind of tricky because you have double blue for 3 sets ahead, so you need 18 there, and then you have double white for Innocence, and you have 18. So if you want to be conservative, I guess you could cut maybe a Demolition Field or an extra Anchorage or an extra basic. But yeah, so you want to bring in Voice Innocence against blue-red, because the thing is they bring in counters, they bring in Rawl, it lets you dodge the counters. They don't have a ton of removal. It lets you be able to pressure Rawl even though they don't all play the Planeswalkers anymore. So yeah, against blue-red I would bring in Annul for Voice, for Innocence, and maybe the Fountain Port. And I would cut Ugin, even though I think it's decent game 1. I would cut probably Stock Up and Tome and Trail, so that's 4 cards. What else? You can trim a day or some Get Lost, I think. And oh wait, didn't I have a third Rest in Peace in the sideboard? I guess I only have 2 right now. You could have a third Rest in Peace in the sideboard. So what did we say? Ugin, a Day of Judgment, a Stock Up, a Tome, a Trail, that's 5, and then maybe like trim 3 steps ahead or 2, maybe trim a Get Lost or 2, maybe trim a Seam Rip, something like that. Against Mono Red, we have Authority, a Besa, a Ride's End, Ultima, and I guess I added a second Authority right now over the second Besa. I don't know which one's better, but they're both pretty solid. So you got, and then you can just cut some of the expensive store stuff, like obviously the 2 Rest in Peace can go. The Ugin can probably go, even though the live game's nice in the late game. So what do we have? We have 2 Authority, a Bisa, a Ride's End. Ultima might be decent too. So let's say up to 5. So you cut Ugin, you cut 2 Rest in Peace, you cut maybe a 3 steps ahead, and maybe to Stock Up, something like that. I like the sweepers. I like all the sweepers. You should maybe have 4 Day of Judgment in the 75 if you expect some of these green decks. And then against blue-black, you also go with the Voice of Victory Enduring Innocence plan. So that's 8 cards there. The Fountain Port's kind of the best card against blue-black. That's one of the reasons I have it in the sideboard. So that's 9-ish cards. And then you can trim on day. What were we cutting? Because that's a lot of cards to bring in. The 2 Rips, a day, that's 3 cards. Maybe Ugin, 4, and then you can cut Candy Trail, 5. A 3 steps ahead or 2, and then Seam Rip can maybe go to, depending on if you see Bat. I guess if you see Bat, I would keep all the Seam Rips. But if they don't have Bat, maybe they have Cecil. But yeah, roughly, we'll probably play these matchups anyway, so hopefully, you get to see a sideboard there. Ring, best of 3, blue-white. I know it's not, the exact sideboard in and out, but I also just change a lot. I'm never really sure how to, sideboard exactly. It varies. You're always trying to figure stuff up. Alright, solid hand. Should be able to find some lands. Archives. Alright. I'm not gonna be greedy, just hope I don't get ran over. You can maybe just keep one of the 2. Not gonna be greedy, hope I don't get ran over. I guess I could get rid of it. I'll keep. I'll surveil, draw, gain life, hope that keeps me afloat. It's the new stock red list. Hired Claw. That is the downside of blue-white and not open necklace in the tournament like Qualifier. I mean, most tournaments are not open necklist. I feel like I kind of need to find a Day of Judgment, maybe. No more lies, no goods. How much are they hitting for? Oh, the higher claw's kind of nice because a double strike. Alright, so next turn I take at least. I can take a lot probably. From that twice, that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, let's just consult because I think I need to find Day of Judgment. That is not it. Oh, paid off, all this crying. And yeah, Andre. I might still be in trouble though. Let's see what their follow-up. Chandra? Oof. Oh my god, that's a rough one. Wow, that's brutal. It's a good follow-up. Let's see. Could consult for 4. Team Rib to free 2. What am I hoping for? Get lost? Would have so much in play already. I'm in big trouble. No lands. Okay. Alright. Damn, main deck Chandra. Hope I would have a bit of time, but not the right matchup, and that's me finding the day on curve too. Chandra's nice against authority of the console too. I'm not in Shav live outs, let's see. Need to get rid of Chandra. Getting rid of the... Oh, wait, what? Didn't they have lethal? Wait, what are they... Doesn't this thing have haste? No, it doesn't have haste. Alright. Alright, I go down to 2. Like, they're almost slow, I mean...
Can't give up.
They're trolling me. They have a burn spell. Alright, I drew a land, which is good. Get rid of astronauts. I mean, I don't think I'm dead on board, but I think I can beat all lands. Well, not even, because all lands means... I don't know, all lands means the maps break, yeah. I'm gonna have to sack it. I mean, they have a burn spell, I'm dead anyways. I'm dead to a burn spell, I'm dead to any creature, any planeswalker, they'll literally okay. Alright. Almost want to keep in the Ugin. Probably not reasonable though. Tome's probably good enough to keep. Candy Trail, I mean, gaining life is not that effective against red decks these days. Just pump out so much damage, but it does smooth out my draw, so probably worth it. 2 cards. Ultram Essence Scatter and maybe a free steps ahead. I was hoping to just win 2 or 3 matches with the deck this morning, just boost up my confidence. Not up to a great start. I actually haven't played against Mono, right? I played that deck a bit yesterday. I was streaming. Started with Mono at live gain, and it just didn't go super well, so I decided to ditch it, and then played that blue-white deck for a bit, and it was doing okay against blue-red, against Vivi. I think the sideboard plan's pretty solid against blue-black and just in general, other control decks. Yeah. When do red players take so long to sideboard? Just shaming, just stereotypes. Alright. And does a little more. Still a little too many card drawing spells and not enough interaction, but can't really mulligan the hand. I think I should get the tome going. In slower mashups, you want to try and draw off it. Usually depends on your hand, obviously, but in that matchup, I'm pretty happy to start using it right away, especially with a bunch of consults in hand. I like it. Take your time, think about your plays. Scapegoats. Alright. Kind of plays nicely into B, so 2 creatures, like low impact creature. No point in consulting here. I have a good card on top anyways. It'd be a pretty big waste and 1 less counter. Pretty lucky to find a 1B, so maybe I need a second one. Red's been really popular. It's been supposedly, I haven't played the matchup. Supposedly, it's the counter to the Vivi deck. The way the red deck is built these days was the 2/2 that pings you when you draw. And I'm not sure if they still play the lizard main deck. Perilous Snare. That's cool. Max speed, Astronaut, Perilous Snare, Double Strike. I could see it. I'm not sure if it's worth to strain on the mana, but maybe they have Rest in Peace in their sideboard. Okay. So suspects just means they can't block. Oh, yeah, also have menace. Okay. Steam Rip seems quite good. I wonder if I should chump. Can I not block? I do have Fountain Ports, but I have Consult. I'll just block now. There's upkeep step in case I wanted to use the tome again. Let's see. It's kind of nice if they play a high impact card. I can no more lives plus consult. Don't do anything. I get to start getting way ahead. Good consult in response, kind of poor sequencing. I don't think I'm in a rush to use the last counter. Either way, probably doesn't matter with all the consults. Right, you know what does really bad? I should have just not used the second mode and kept no more lives mana up, and I have tome. That's so greedy. Just trying to get value when I really don't need to. Yikes. Let's see if I get punished. Kind of deserve for them to have another nemesis or something. Okay. It's not exactly a punish. I don't know if this is stock, but I kind of like it. Snare Bastronauts. I wonder if there's any other speed cards in the build. I'll scry. I'll try and find an on-tap land. Huh. A lot of damage there attacking full. Need to be a little careful. I'm pretty far ahead, but let's see if they have something spicy. It's just all Alkites and Sarkhan. I don't know if Sarkhan's a dragon. It's just Alkite. Let's see if they play around No More Lies. That card took a few weeks to start seeing play. Alright, it comes into play tapped. I wonder if they forgot, because I forgot. I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense, you know, play around No More Lies, but it doesn't make a ton of sense against Authority. Kind of scary, dude. I drew really well and still somewhat close. I guess it drew pretty well too. Recall. Nova Hellkite, Perilous Snare, Bash. Innocence? Could Innocence be good? It doesn't block very well. Yeah, I have the Dragon. Oh, that's pretty terrible. I'll do Essence Scatter on the draw. Ooh, Ultima is really nice against Perilous Snare, actually. Let's see. They cut the Candy Trail. It's just kind of a weakish cards. And then is Null good somehow? No. This matchup could always use more help. More Ride's End. Probably Ride's End would be the one of the better cards. Oof. No interaction, but I do get to surveil Scry's Cry. Two draw steps and a Scry to find a Normalize or a Seam Rip. I don't have Authority in my opening hand, which is one of my best cards. I think I'm gonna maul. I get rid of Elspeth or 3 steps ahead. I think I'm gonna get rid of Elspeth. Oh wow. It's kind of damn if you do, damn if you don't. I do have 2 spot removals, and they're not exactly a go wide deck, so. Clarent counter. They just have Perilous Snare for my Authority here. Feels like I'm gonna lose badly. I get rid of Nemesis now. Do I gamble? Feels like I kind of have to. It takes so much damage from. I guess they just have Nova Hellkite. That's enough to trigger the Nemesis. I can even just tag the Headliner. Yeah, no, this is really bad actually. Rather the Headliner. I think I was in a rough spot either way. Gives me hope the fact that they didn't sack Headliner before attacking. I mean, that attack's literally. And 11. Man, 11 and Nemesis has done its damage. Still probably have to get rid of it. Can't imagine I'm ever winning this this game. It would have been nice if they had Conqueror. Conqueror is like kind of mid in this matchup. They have treasures, I'm giving them maps. It's pretty good against what I have in hand though. Probably what's gonna happen against Fred a lot. You're gonna lose game one, probably gonna win game two on the play, and then need to draw well. I did like have kind of a bad hand for red game one, and then had to maul into. Missing some land drops. The Conqueror was really smart, I guess. Gonna be perfect. I wonder how differently that game plays out if I get lost. Probably not much differently since they had another Nemesis anyways. Okay. Alright, so I can draw and get lost. That's good if my on-tap plan is second from the top. Dead to Burst Lightning. They probably don't have a ton of reach. I'm also dead to the 5/4 lengths if they play that. They made a mistake here. They played lands. Didn't have to. They did a Sanctuary of the maps. So sad. Ramming Nemesis, what a card. Just makes the green decks In town, okay. Usually I'm not happy when the hit lands, but in that spot. Right, and then I guess I can just attack, right? Soul something. Let's see if this snare one of my seam rips. I like just getting at lightning burst the whole time. Burst lightning. I wonder if they have another Conqueror in their deck in their sideboard that they can tutor for. I play this, the tutor for Conqueror. I have to find a way to deal with it. I almost feel like maybe I should be attacking with Anchorage. Also, if they get a Hellkite, they get to kill one of the tokens anyways. I'm gonna do this. I think that might be legit better than casting Elspeth at this point. The play's not too fancy. Day. Probably good draw, right? I'll sack it right away. Build my own dragon. Alright, let's see it. Let's see if they have some late game. Maybe they have the 5-4. Gains alive. 5-4 flying. They might get that. Better than Hellkite right now. Oof. That's 2 damage. Yeah. Okay, now I want to play Elspeth. Get my value. They're like tank, 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 good game. I guess they were reading Authority. Alright, good game. Shanra got me both games. Good card against Authority too. Second Authority was like pretty bad. It's worse than a Right's End. The first one's so good though. First one's so good. I think maybe a null could go for Right's End. It's good against blue-red, but you already have almost too many cards against blue-red. And then obviously if you're willing to sacrifice, you can play play more Right's End and like Right's End in the main over Get Lost. Alright, let's play one more. That was good though. Little reminder. Played against no mono red on the ladder yesterday. It was like almost all blue reds. Just gonna get rid of Get Lost, I guess. I'm already on 5. I don't want to give my opponents. Not a bad hand if they don't have Chandra. Maybe I should play my mono white live game deck. I played it yesterday. I went 2-2 against Vivi on the ladder, but it was like not super great. And then lost to like one of the green decks, the World Wagon decks. That is not super encouraging. Oh, they obliged. They played a Sanctuary into my Demolition Fill when I'm color screwed. That's nice. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're being careless or just make me have it. Is it enough? Mult 5? Could have been worse, could have been the Hellkites. This is why we play Dio over Ultima. When things don't go perfect, you mulligan, you play against a really aggressive decks. Oh. I think I need to be a coward here. Unfortunately. I don't think I can go down to 2. Alright, maybe River Region has to go if the format's just all red, blue, reds. That card too. Not sure how I get out of this mess. Needs Birthday of Judgment. These 2-2s were enough for me to put a River Region, I guess. Maybe I'll play 4 Day of Judgment. It's also good against blue-red in combination with Rest in Peace. Because once they're not doing their graveyard shenanigans, their deck becomes way more fair and Day of Judgment's much better. Let's see if Rides In is... I'm not sure what it would be. I don't think I'd ever play free For authority. I mean, the first one's, I think it's honestly worth keeping, even though I don't have white mana yet. He's dead in response. Let's try and high roll. Nope. Business. And then they probably have some like top end high impact card now. I don't know, no one drop, no free drop. Not sure what they're up to, but yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, courage is fine here, maybe. The whole basic drop paying off. They got me. Let's go demolition fields. Arena trying to auto tap me. Let's get rid of that 2/2. Damn, holy floods. How is that even possible? What do you have? Maybe I have removal for B-cell. Yeah, burst lightning. I wonder if you could hedge a bit and swap some get lost for right Zen, keep like free get lost maybe still, but just tiny little. I mean, even in this Vivia, you might be pretty happy to have a right Zen. Honestly, I don't hate it. Land's a bit much though. This is just worse, I think. This is a decent bit worse. I guess strong. Oh, I didn't really guess. I think keeping yeah, I would have done archive into Seamrip archive, be nicely set up. I'll take some early damage from the needleheads. Those have been really bad. This is like where it's like a kind of like a free power creature, I guess. I'm gonna play Demo Field now. This way they can't just go Sanctuary on curve. I guess they can always go land in it. Play the turn after. Oh no, it has Summoning Sickness. It's like a free power 2-drop kind of, was upside. Day's just kind of the best card, honestly, in a lot of matchups. Yeah. So I'm down to 1 next turn. And this thing has Menace, so if I play Elspeth, I'm just dead on board. Pray to play the dragon here. Are you kidding me? Okay. I mean, I guess normalizes. Sell something. I'm Chandra. The card is so scary. Whole base 6 against the Lynx is kind of funny. That's really good draw. And then I guess there's no point in playing the lane right away. So they don't have another one. They probably would have played around No More Lives if they had another one last turn. 2 maps. What is there? Not like this. Oh yeah, I have Anchorage, I guess. I have Anchorage and I can give my creatures flying. Let's see. I don't have to get rid of the lizard. They can map on the dragon, making it a 5/6. I think this is the line. Oh, I guess I need to. I'm silly. Wait. I mean, that lizard's still a problem, I guess. I just have to chump next turn. Which is probably not the worst. Alright, in that case, might as well attack. Oh, I get 2 maps. Oh, wait, maybe I can just map on a token now? Map on the other token. Okay. Looks like we win. Looks to me like we win. So this is a game. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Break-ish. They agree. Gained a life. Put counters. Oops. Sequencing. I think I can attack with a token. Yeah, I'm not sure what saves them at this point. Okay. Oof. Alright, let's play one more, see if we can play a different matchup. Yeah, the red matchup could use some help. Might tweak things. I don't know. I don't know what to expect in the qualifier at all. I think it's gonna be more blue-red than reds. But who knows? Maybe a lot of people who usually play limiteds are just gonna default to red because they're gonna assume it's easier to play. I'm just getting rid of a consult here. Getting rid of a verge. Maybe I'll get rid of a verge. Pretty good draw. Control. I wish I'd kept a land now. I think I'm not gonna be greedy and use one of my consult because I have Fountain Port Citadel anyways. But I did. That would have been really bad. lands, please. I was gonna sack the fish now. It's kind of greedy. I could have played consults. Or I could have said go. I don't play White Overlord anymore, but maybe other people do. Alright, they don't have Demolition Field, they don't have their own Fountain Forge, so that's pretty nice. I think I should counter that. Since I've got lost for Elspeth. I do have Overlord. Alright, let's tap out, because I need some lands. One land tapped is what I get. Okay. Even the merit's not super impressive. People have like Dead Seam Ribs, they have Judgments. That being said, I am at 14. Let's just clear the board a bit. The mirror is a lot like... I mean, a lot of luck, honestly. Let's try and counter that. And if there are no more lives, we get to resolve an Elspeth. It's not the end all be all, because they can just have Gelos, but it's the start. Alright, they get to like pressure it right away. Alright, never mind, let's not Elspeth. Let's consult. Let's stock up maybe. Yeah, let's just stock up for now. I need to find a Day of Judgment. It's fairly clear. Could just take the 2 land, or at least 1 land. Need to take at least 1 land. And I guess a River Regent. Maybe No More Lies was good too. Okay. See, Day of Judgment. Best card in every matchup. I guess No More Lies River Region might be good enough for now. Still a close game, I think. Not much of a choice here. Bouncing the Overlord is not ideal, but if I don't do that, I just die to get lost. Alright. Needs. Yeah, judgment still. I didn't replay that. This is pretty bad play by them, I think. Because I have demolition field for anchorage. So now all I need to do is deal with that 2-1. Which... One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2. Okay. I think I'll lose if Dev get lost. Doesn't look like they have it though. Make some tokens. No, it tapped my demolition field. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Brutal. Okay, tap my demolition field. No problem. Oh, how silly. At this point, might as well just play both get lost on their turn. I died to a counter spell anyways. Oh, that's kind of obnoxious. Still okay, honestly. I have 4 maps and 2 fountain ports. Actually, that's kind of poor sequencing. Should see if I had lands first, like better use of my mana. Just go until you stop hitting a land. Hey, Day of Judgment, let's go. Can draw it and cast it, but then they just have another one. It doesn't make a ton of sense. Just play Anchorage and say go. Can't even get screwed by demo field because I have like 2 fountain ports. In a call. They didn't draw? Weird. Okay. Dev Overlord, I have no answer to it right now. I'm gonna have to draw some cards. They can pay for No More Lies. They might have Consult. So I guess I should just say go, because just No More Lies might still be valuable here. They might have just main main phase of consult or whatever when I was tapped out. They had it. The other option was attack was anchorage, and then sack a map on the anchorage. I think this is just not great, honestly. Just thinking no more lives plus sag the map, but now I wish I just played the anchorage to have 2 blockers. I can turn it on, copy it, activate it. To have the mana for that free. 6 to activate, copy it. I mean, technically, yes. Is that really better than just trying to draw here? Alright, let's try the fancy line. It's like they should have something, but you never know. Even like draw 2, discard 1 technically. Oh, he comes into play tap. No, I'm so silly. I guess it wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, dumb. Whoopsie. That was bad play. All right. They're probably gonna have something pretty similar. That being said. Oh, again, it would have been a nice one. I think everyone has Voice of Victory, right, at this point. Maybe I'll try keeping in the seam rips. Be 1 step ahead. I'll keep like 2 seam rips. Not learning a ton playing a mirror match, unfortunately. Maybe out sideboards. If I just get lost their voice. I show is a hand I have. Could do it next turn maybe. I this is better. This is worse than Dead to White Innocence. Much worse, obviously. use your mana, especially with Dismiss in hand. Oh, wow. Oh, and Mobilize is 4? What the man, yeah. Alright, we saw Voice. I think I'm just gonna do all the Seam Rips. Maybe Day could be okay too. Got 3 steps ahead. Got Normalize maybe. Do all the Seam Rips, do a Day. Maybe do all the days, honestly, the way the matchup plays out. Might get silly. I mean, that's changed everything. Like, no more lies. Pretty atrocious. Guess you can still fight on your turn, technically. Okay, good hands. What's the worst? I want to keep the river. I think it's 3 steps ahead or consult. Just gonna get rid of 3 steps ahead. Assume we're getting voiced. Mirror match. Ooh, hello. Wow. It's a little better than the blue one. Just a bit. Just a bit better than the blue one. Alright, I'm sold. Start by attacking, see if we can find on-tap blue. Yes, we can. Fold. And then just stock up, find an Elspeth, or at least a removal for Elspeth, skill lost, and I don't need on-tap land, really. It's on-tap blue. It is on-tap blue. Stick on-tap blue. I don't need another consult, do I? Alright. Overlords. Alright, so I want to play on tap blue. Consult, try and find a seam rip. Another voice. That kind of works, right? I think that kind of works. So is it better to get lost one of the tokens or play a second voice? Knowing I have River Meringue next turn, River Regent. Damn, Steam Rip would have been perfect here. Just get rid of one of the tokens, free combats. And, well, I guess there's nothing I really want to get lost. Maybe voice. They don't have their own regents. Yeah. Sounds like they need Steam Rip for voice and no more lies for my river regent. But if they keep mana up, I'm just gonna play another Innocence. That should be good. Okay. Is it ever just Innocence here? Innocence, sack a bunch of maps. I doubt it. Lethal Regent seems good to me. Let's see if they can Day of Judgment. Even worse, Ultima. Ultima would be kind of nasty here. Yeah, maybe keep in all the seam ribs before you trim any days. Before you keep any days. I guess Ryzen is fine, right? It's like 2 mana, get rid of. Yeah, I should probably just have Ryzen too. Wait, they're just dead? Yeah. Blue-white control mirror match, always fun. Yeah, I'm sold on the white Innocence being better. Also makes more sense against voice, like the blue enduring a little worse when you play at sorcery speeds. As far as the list itself goes, I like the small artifact Ugin package. Obviously Rip was bad here, but maybe do 1 and 1 or 1 and 2. You expect a little more reds. Maybe just 4th Day of Judgment is solid. Yeah, so cards I would consider Day of Judgment number 4. The white Overlord was pretty solid. Good in mirrorish, good against blue black. I really want the 4 voice 4 enduring. I think 1 base is just good. Right Zen, Ultima, Fountain Port, 2 authority. I feel like an all is maybe more luxury than a necessity. We might need a little more against red. We might need more Right Zen, more Bisa. Cards like that. I think Essence Scatter would have been good. Didn't really draw it, I think. But yeah, if you want to play blue-white control, I think this list's pretty solid. I was trying to kind of take bits and pieces I liked from my white deck and the Ugin package, and I was wondering if something like that couldn't be good. You'd have to find the right mix, but I just really like the base of Lynx. Lynx was Halia, Lynx was like Innocence, but then you have to play enough creatures. And then you have the late game was Elspeth, Ugin, obviously Fountain Port, Demo Field, etc. It was a mono white life game deck I was testing, but it was, I think it's fine. It's solid. You can check. I'll put maybe the link of that one too in the description. I think white green gear hall is probably like a solid deck. You gotta find the right mix too, but that list's not super well tuned, so yeah. Yeah, anyways, if you made it this far, as always, thank you so much for watching. Good luck if you're playing in the qualifier this weekend, or an RCQ, or standard challenge. I think there's even a showcase challenge that I'm not gonna play. Yeah, I'll also be on a game show tonight on the Magic Online Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Magic Online at 1 p.m. Pacific. That's like 9 o'clock at night my time, Paris. If you want to tune in, should be fun. It's like game show, like Family Feud style and whatnot. Drawing, Pictionary, should be fun. And yeah, hope you all have great rest of your day, and I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.